Welcome back to PE with Coach K. And once again, I am here in my gym at Foreign Language Academy. So today we're gonna work on another fundamental movement. Last week we did locomotor movements, and today we're gonna do non-locomotor movements. Non-locomotor movements are movements where you won't travel from one place to another. A lot of things are in one place, you're still moving your body, but you're not traveling from one place to another. So what you're gonna need for today is you're gonna need 3 water bottles. Two of them are gonna be filled all the way up, but one of them are gonna be filled about halfway, and I'll explain it to you later why I want one filled up halfway. If you don't have any water bottles, it's okay. Maybe you have 3 cups at home. I'm sure you have cups or anything that can replace a water bottle. So 2 of them are filled all the way up, and 1 is halfway filled up. So the 3 non-locomotor movements that we're gonna go through today are bending, flexing, and kicking. No, kicking is not a non-locomotor movement. Kicking is a manipulative movement, and that's something that we're gonna work on next week. So we're gonna focus on bending, flexing, and another one that I will let you know once we get there. So the first locomotor movement is bending. When you think of bending, you can think of, when you bend your arms, when you look pointing at something, or maybe you're doing some bicep curls, or maybe you're bending over to stretch. When you think of flexing, the way I think of flexing is when we flex our muscles. You know, sometimes we want to flex, or when we're doing some bicep curls. So the first one that we're going to work on is bending. So you won't need your water bottles for this section. You're going to use them for the next 2, and I'll explain to you the other 2. So the first one is bending. We're going to see how many times we can do squats in 30 seconds. You're gonna see how many squats can you push out in 30 seconds. Now when you squat, you wanna make sure that your weight is in your heels and not your toes. So you're gonna have your feet maybe shoulder width apart, or if you feel more comfortable having your toes pointed out, you can, but you wanna make sure your weight goes back in your heels, your hips go back, your chest stays up, and you bring your hips forward and you come back up and straighten. Do not lock your knees all the way out. You wanna keep them slightly bent. So we're gonna see how many times can we do squats in 30 seconds. You don't have to go fast, you can go at your pace. And squats are a non-locomotive movement because we're doing what? Bending our legs, okay? The second one is balancing. Balancing is another non-locomotive movement that we're gonna focus on today. So when we balance, that's what we use our water bottle that is halfway filled up. For that reason, you are going to place it on your head, find a good place for it. You're gonna try to focus in on one thing. You can balance with your feet on the ground, arms out, hands on your hips, whatever is comfortable, or you can challenge yourself, lift a leg up, put it down, maybe lift another leg up, maybe lift an arm and a leg, and another arm and a leg, okay? And we're gonna see how long we can balance the water bottle on our head for 30 seconds. Remember, we're using the water bottle that's halfway filled up. And then the last one is flexing. So we're gonna take the water bottles that are filled all the way up, and we're gonna do some bicep curls, where you're gonna flex your bicep muscles, keep your elbows close to your body. You're gonna extend your arms, and then you're gonna bend them. Yes, you're gonna bend them because bending is a non-locomotive movement, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Remember the first one, we don't need any water bottles, we just need our body. We're gonna see how many squats can we push out in 30 seconds. Are you ready? Because I am. Ready? We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's go ahead and push them out. Make sure you're counting. Keep going. Remember, keep your heels down. Don't put your weight in your toes. Push your hips back. We got 15 more seconds. Keep pushing them out. Try to keep count. I think I lost count, but it's okay. Keep going. Keep your chest up. Don't bend over too much. You should start to feel this in your quads, which are the front part of your legs. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I don't know how many I did, but I hope you know how many you did. You can write it down, and that way you can challenge yourself to do more at another time. You could do a longer period of time rather than 30 seconds. Maybe you do 1 minute or 1 minute and 30. So going on to number 2, which is our balancing portion. So go ahead, get your water bottle that is filled up halfway. Place it on your head. Find a good spot for it. I like to put mine right in the middle. Now, if you have a bun on your head, you're gonna have to figure out where you're gonna put it on your head. Focus in on something. Get ready. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe you can have your arms out on your hips. Can you lift one leg up? Can you lift another leg up? Maybe one arm. Maybe another arm. Maybe an arm and a leg. 15 more seconds. Maybe another arm and a leg. 10 seconds. Can you do a squat? Or just stand here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you deserve a drink because I need a drink. So moving on, remember you can always challenge yourself on another day to do a longer time, or maybe you want to fill the water bottle all the way up and make it heavier and harder for yourself. So our third one is flexing. Pick up those water bottles that are filled all the way up. And if you have bigger water bottles, that's cool. So go ahead and get in the position for your bicep curls. Your biceps are in the front and your triceps are in the back. So go ahead, we're gonna keep them extended, keep the elbows in. We're gonna see how many we can crank out in 30 seconds. Ready? Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. We're gonna flex them biceps. If you need to go slow, work on your form. Form is always important. Speed doesn't really matter if your form is not correct, or if you got the form down, you want to speed it up. Or maybe you have weights at home. Pick up some weights, make it heavier, and challenge yourself. 15 more seconds. How many can you crank out? Keep a slight bend in your knees. Don't lock them out. 10 more seconds. Push them out. I feel a little burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake it out. We're gonna do a quick bicep stretch. You're gonna keep your thumbs up, bring your arms behind you, and then turn your thumbs down. Okay, so as we bring this to an end, I wanna give you something to do on your own time, whether it's independently by yourself, or you can do it with a partner to get some type of motivation. So you're gonna choose one of the 3 non-locomotor movements that we did today, and you're gonna do them for 2 minutes. Let's say you balance. Maybe you balance on a chair safely, or you balance somewhere else in the house, or whatever type of balance you wanna do. Maybe your leg is up. Maybe you're a dancer and you wanna balance in your airbats. Whatever you wanna do. Or you can choose bending. Maybe you stretch for 2 minutes. Or you can choose, what else did we do? Bending, balancing, and flexing. Maybe you have some heavier weights at home. Maybe you can go in the gym or get some heavier water bottles. Whatever you want to do, I want you to choose one of those 3 non-locomotor movements and do them for 2 minutes. You can compete with a friend, a sibling, your mom, your dad, whoever's at home, just to make it a little bit fun. So before we end and leave, we want to make sure that we remember what we learned today during this segment. So today we went over one of the fundamental movements, which is a non-locomotor movement. What are non-locomotor movements? Non-locomotor movements are movements where you do not travel from one place to another. You stay in one area, you're still moving your body, just like when we did our squats, we balanced and we flexed. We did not move from one place to another. So remember, take some time, challenge yourself at home doing one of those non-locomotor movements, and I will see you next week.